Hi everyone, my name is Crystal and welcome back to our YouTube channel, Bible-Based Teens. Today is Monday, November the 24th, and this is our follow-up video to our last episode from last week. And before I get started, I just want to say that if you like the content of this channel, please go ahead and like and subscribe so you can get our new content week after week. And don't forget, if you have any comments or thoughts, place them in the comment section below so we can get the conversation started. So let's get to it. So our scripture reading from last week was actually Matthew chapter 6, verses 26 through 27. And one of the things that we mentioned was that Jesus was warning us not to get caught up in storing material things or relying on ourselves, because God is ultimately the one who provides for all of our needs. So as the week was going by last week, and I was just preparing for Thanksgiving, and I found myself starting to worry about what to buy, where to buy, when to buy, where the sales are, all these different things. And I had planned a menu and I had already invited my guests for Thanksgiving dinner, but I have to admit that I started to get a little nervous. So I started to realize that I was becoming very anxious, and it didn't really make sense to me because I cook every year for Thanksgiving. And so anyhow, one of my aunts, she ended up calling me and asking me and my husband and my kids to come out and volunteer at the soup kitchen to serve Thanksgiving meals last week, Thursday, to the community. And I didn't think much of it. We just went because we were following the leading of the Lord, and I felt like God was saying, go volunteer your time, even though you have so much to do for yourself and so many things to do for your family, and you're planning so many things, but go and be a blessing to someone else and their family. And so we went to the soup kitchen and we served, and it was a great experience. At the end of the evening, when everything was over, we were about to leave and walk through the door, and my aunt said to me, hey, wait, I have something for you. And can you believe that my aunt actually had a turkey for every volunteer, and she had all the trimmings to make a Thanksgiving dinner for 10 people in a box. And she had potatoes and carrots and stuffing, everything. And she said, I just wanted to say thank you for coming to volunteer. I know you must have so much to do, but I put these packages together for all the volunteers just to say thank you, because I know you're taking time out of your busy schedule. And so in that moment, I just thought that, I knew that it was my aunt that was giving it to me, but I knew that it was God providing for all of my needs. And he was also alleviating so much stress and anxiety. And so one thing I want to say is that when we obey the calling of the Lord and we do what God is calling us to do, he provides for us every time. We don't have to worry about anything.